$1,000 just for listening, and just when you need it the most. You get 5 chances to win at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. We have your backbone, fam, with more opportunities to win cash. Let us give you a bonus this year. A bone bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys, Tampa. FarahandFarah.com. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Starts here.
Now that we're all prepared, let's start the show.
Now, Miggs and Swig, Life Out Loud on 102.5 The Bone.
Let's get the show on the road.
Happy Hour. Happy Hot Topic.
What's going on, Tampa? What's going on, Tampa? Getting used to this board. This is Happy Hour, filling in for the Miggs and Swig show, or as Don Miggs says, taking over the show. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Call the show at 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This following segment and the whole 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. portion on 102.5 The Bone, which is the Miggs and Swig show, is being brought to you by Meat Market in Tampa. They are at 1606 West Snow Avenue, and that's in Tampa. 813-280-1113. It's 813-280-1113. And for all the info, because when I tell you that they are the best in the Bay, I'm not just saying this because I'm sitting here and Don Miggs is letting me do my thing on his radio show. I've been there for my girlfriend's birthday, and I went 2 years ago with Calta. And let me tell you, everyone there is gracious. The food is literally a 10 out of 10. And hey, if you're single, there's a lot of scenery there. So for all the info, once again, for Meat Market in Hyde Park, it's at meatmarket.net. As I've been doing recently on these fill-in shows or takeover shows, John Brennan gave me the idea of doing a poll on Twitter and getting your votes out there. And this week, I went to Busch Gardens with my girlfriend, and I had a 10 out of 10 time. Saw one listener, he's like, "What up, Hoppe?" It's like, "Hey, man." But I do get nauseous when I go on the rides. And I feel like I'm being left out of the whole culture of going to theme parks. Because theme park people are really happy. Like, if you want to meet a happy person, it's like the theme park culture. So the poll of the day is, do you get nauseous when you go on rides? And it's a pretty divisive topic, this, do you get nauseous when you go on rides? At Ryan Hoppe Radio on Twitter. It's 58.3% of you said no, and 41.7% of you said yes. And now I put up a picture, which is also on my social media, of me with my eyes closed. You know how they take pictures during rides, and afterwards you can like see what your face was? Well, you see my cute girlfriend looking all happy, like looking cute, and you see the person behind me who's like some Chad bro from South Tampa who's having the time of his life, and then there's me with my eyes completely shut looking like I'm miserable, which I'm not. I was just dizzy. And I put that picture up, which is on my social media, like I said, and I got like 2 comments from like the like angry social media dudes with their dark shades. They're like, "Oh man, you're a pussy. How do you get so sick on the little ride?" I'm like, ooh. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I'm not as like manly as you because I get nauseous on a ride. Like, through the whole time I've been dating my girlfriend, it's not that I pretend to like theme parks because I love theme parks, but I just get nauseous. And on our first date, I remember we went to Universal, and it was just weird because the whole time I'm just in denial that I'm dizzy, and I'm in denial that I'm nauseous because I really want to impress this girl. But oh my goodness, the one ride that literally takes forever at Universal, that makes me nauseous every time I go on it, the one ride that I'm not the biggest fan of because it's long, is The Simpsons. Oh my goodness, that ride would never, ever end. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but the whole thing involved Sideshow Bob. And frankly, Sideshow Bob hasn't been cool since 1995, so. Doesn't this theme song just kind of bring out a vibe? Like, pre-social media. I watch The Simpsons when I go to bed, but I'm not listening. So, like, hearing the theme song makes me think of, like, my mom's making dinner in the living room. My dad's pissed off that I'm watching this, and I'm just sitting there like, yay! 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now, I get that in life, you can be a fan of something and them not be a good person. Like, you can be a fan of R. Kelly, the singer, not the comedian, and you can think he's the greatest singer ever, and he's a dirtbag. I get that you can watch TV shows and be cool with murder because it's fictional. But let me tell you, especially to all the baby boomers out there, there is something physically wrong with you if you even want to know about what's going on with those scumbag leeches known as the royal family. They made the news again today, which they always make the news, and it's like the dorkiest thing ever. They'll have Prince William like out and about with the peasants, with the common folk, and he's out and about, and you're just like, he doesn't care about you. He's just doing a photo op for the news. Because let me tell you, the royal experts overseas are some of the most pretentious douchebags ever. Why are they some of the most pretentious douchebags ever, you might ask? Because I've never met them. They are whipped. They are absolutely whipped by the royal family because they are afraid to report something that would make them look bad. So they always have the bias of, oh, they mean well. They are whipped. They are absolutely whipped. It is ridiculous. Here's the thing. So you know, like when you go out and you play sports, a lot of times you want to like get into an outfit or get into clothing that would match the game of sports. Like you would never wear a suit and play badminton. Oh wait, Prince William does. Because he can just relate to us.
Prince William is showing off his athletic side. The royal made an official appearance while visiting Sports Key in Birmingham, England on Friday.
They're showing a selfie of him around all these like other badminton players, and they all have like genuine happiness. And then his smile is like when you're going to the dentist, and the dentist is like, "Hey, can you smile real quick, so I can see your cavities?" It's the same type of smile Prince William has. Very unlikable, very unrelatable. Just not a good person.
Where he met with and posed for photos with workers and volunteers. The 39-year-old also tried his hand at badminton, joining in on a round of the game while still sporting his suit.
He's getting all sweaty. It's the best. I feel like they got to have a team of people. There's either two ways the royal family works. There's a team of people that are telling them the right way to do things and they don't listen, or nobody knows how to do things the right way, which I would go with the second example. Because you know there was probably somebody like the intern, the promotions team of the royal family, making $10 an hour saying, yeah, don't you want to bring like a change of clothes? Don't you want to? No, I must play in my suit to show that I'm better than you.
Will looked to be in great spirits and couldn't stop smiling as he played the game. Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton are headed for a major milestone in the future, as they are set to take the throne after Prince Charles.
Oh, goody. We were all excited for that day. By the way, I don't know. And this has nothing to do with her sex. This is not me being sexist, because this could go with any gender. So this is what I'm going to say. Kate Middleton gives me such douchebag vibes. She just seems like she's too cool for the room, and she seems like she thinks she's better than everybody. And it's very nauseating. She seems like that person where when you introduce yourself to her and you go to shake her hand because you're afraid to hug her, that she gives you like a cold handshake. Which, a person that gives you a cold handshake is usually a sociopath. Which that would mean that would be like half of the radio business.
Happy hour. Happy hour.